So, I've just spoken with my dad on the phone. And let me tell you, when I say that I've never been so fired up to do anything in my life so hard for anybody else than that guy and my family. It's all clear to me now. Everything. I know my purpose. I know my purpose. I know my calling. I know my mission, my purpose, the why I do things, the why I want to be that guy, the why I'm going in this direction, like the why this is the best next thing I can do. That's purpose. And I will not rest until I have done it. Until I fulfilled the promise I made. I don't want to speak more about it. I don't even want to have the satisfaction of talking about my goals and the promise I've made with me or whoever. I don't even want to have the satisfaction of knowing, like, oh, look at me. I'm so tired of constantly seeking for validation of others. You don't need validation from others. You don't. And if you would look at my Twitter, today I tweeted, the hate that you have, the self-hatred that you have will not last forever. And it will not get you to your destination. See, I've come to the point now where I've come to realize, like, oh my God, I have enough proof. I have so much proof, in fact, that my perceived vision of who I am now, my perception of who I am now, so disturbed. I have so much proof stacked up for me that my self-hatred is just not there anymore. It's not as strong. It's just, if I'm hating myself, if I'm ruminating about my own pittiness and whatnot, I have started to take so much accountability. I've gone so far back in time mentally and started taking accountability since day one of what I can remember. And I constantly tell myself, stop being the victim of yourself, of your own world, of your own view, of your own thoughts. And my self-hatred has gotten me a long way, but it's not enough. It's not it anymore. On the other side is, I know it sounds cheesy, but it's like, it's love, man. It's love, it's the direction, it's a purpose, it's and more than love, it's like, don't you ever just want to fucking be able to say I'm doing it? Wake up and just feel good? I'm not talking about, like, I'm not saying that everything needs to be good all the time. That's not what I'm saying at all. I want you to have bad days. I want you to have a tough job. I want you to take on complicated things because you are so capable of doing those things. You are so capable of just tackling bigger problems. Throw yourself in the cold water. Just get started. Just get started. You have no idea the things you will be able to undertake in the near future. You. And just as a side note, everything I say on this channel, everything I write in my newsletter, in my writings, on Twitter, everything is because I need to tell that to myself. We can do so much better. There's your life can be so much better. Just the everyday life, just simple luxuries. Going to the cinema with real friends. Having the time in the morning to get up and just chill out. And have a breakfast that you like. Going to a job that's challenging enough and fulfilling enough. And on the side, maybe starting your own business or hustle or passion, hobbies. Having enough adventures in life. Following your own path, being yourself, being comfortable being yourself. Doing things you never thought you would do. I would have never thought I would write. If you would have told that little kid, if you would have told him, hey, one day you're going to start writing, when he never read a single book. I have books, okay? I have bought myself books. I have books. And I still, I don't think I've finished a single one yet. It's like I don't want it to finish, I love it. I just love it. I don't know. There's something about it. I never thought. I do things. It's like, I'm sure everybody does this. Everybody goes through this change, I used to hate bananas and now I love bananas. I never would have thought about eating a red bell pepper, and today we had red bell pepper soup and it was amazing. You've got something going for you. It's just the starting. That's the problem. It's the starting and the keeping it going. And then you going back, and then you got to start again sometimes. And it's just that. It really is. I'm very passionate right now. But I just had to tell somebody. So just start. Go to the gym. Start eating better. Leave those bad habits to the side for a bit. Everything is alright in moderation, I think. It's not like, I don't want to be the suggesting type to say, go clean on everything and just be a clean girl like I am on some level. But, if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But, have some moderation. Really think, see what those things are doing to you. the stuff you watch, the things you eat, the smoking, the drinking. It's not like I don't go out. It's not like I don't drink. I used to smoke a ton. I like cigarettes. I mean, last time I tried them, it was like, ugh, it was really bad. But, I have a thing for them. I just refrain. There's that level of self-respect. You come to a level of self-respect, of self-love, where you you just know what's good for you and what isn't. And that comes with getting to know yourself. And getting to know yourself, you have to dabble a little bit, see both sides. Obviously, I don't want to endorse smoking or drinking. If you're old enough, maybe you don't have to go out every fucking weekend. Quite honestly. Really honestly. Today, it's the stupidest. I come to realizations sometimes way too late and in a really stupid manner. But I was just at the shop. I was trying to get something to drink. It didn't have sugar and it didn't have caffeine. And it didn't have alcohol because I wanted to go to sleep. And then it's like, okay, water. I ended up getting a milk bubble tea with no sugar. It still had some sugar in it, I'm sure, but whatever. You gotta live a little. That's my living a little now. Anyways, and I was just there with a friend, and there were these guys, and they were, it's a Saturday night right now. It's 10:38. My neighbors are having a party. I thought about going, but I'm not sure. I should be asleep. And the better thing that I did was actually call my dad, call my father. And he's been missing me, and he's fighting his own battles, and there's a satisfaction of just like letting him know, like, hey, like, you're my hero, and I love you, and you're really something. Like, even though you struggle, I still love you, and just it's just that unconditional love, And he said like I don't know, like he just said a few things that just like, wow, but that's for another time. I need to digest it first. And I was in the store, and there were these two guys, and it seemed like they were going out, of course, because they were all dressed up and ready to go and stuff. And they like they were young, and probably around my age, maybe younger, And it's not like I haven't been there, counting my coins to see if I have enough money to buy a bottle of alcohol or something. I wasn't always the instigator, to be fair, but I did smoke and drink a lot, and I was just thinking, like, man, look at them, like I was just comparing myself to them, which, don't spend any time comparing people, but I'm human, so obviously I'll compare myself by accident anyhow. And I was just thinking, like, man, like, wow, look at them counting their coins to buy alcohol, to go out, spend the whole night, kind of wasting their time and money and effort and energy, not getting really anything out of it. It's not like I don't regret. It's not like I regret going out a lot growing up, but look at me now. Like I'm spending my time a lot more focused and stuff. It's just that feeling. It's so great. I wish that for everybody. Every young person ever. I wish that so much for you. There's time to party, and I won't live forever. I could die tomorrow, and oh look, I didn't party all that. But I really wouldn't care, to be honest. Like to be honest, I wouldn't care. Just like spend your time more wisely, Invest your time. Invest your time in yourself. Invest your time in you. You don't have to go because we're calling you. You don't have to go because we're calling you names or say that you're boring. In like a year or two, once you're on your path, and they're on their path, those friends will go. Maybe one day you connect again, you know? No matter the outcome, if you're being yourself and you're following your path, and you're trying to be better and you're making better decisions, I would never regret it. I don't regret it a second. Most of the times, I actually regret going out sometimes. I'm like, oh man, it's a waste of money. Then the next day, it's just like, oh, sometimes it's great, you know. The other night I went out and I went sober, and it was actually really fun because I focused on just not trying to get anybody's attention and just be chill and just enjoy myself. And that was really it. That was really it, you know. I know why we all go out most of the time. And maybe it's just me, but, we go out because, we want to meet people, we want to attract people, it's like, hey, she's beautiful, I wish I could go talk to her. Hey, how's it going? What's your name? Yeah, I get it. Who doesn't? And it's the other way around, too, of course, Let's see who's out there, Shoot your shot. That's the thing I regret the most. The things I didn't do sometimes, It's up to you to choose what things you would like to do. Do you want to keep wasting your time and money and energy and focus? Your focus, man, you have such potential. You can do things. You really can. You can make yourself someone. And if you just focus more on that, you'll be unrecognizable at some point. Not to others. It's not about that. It's to you. And I've had a few moments now where I'm just like, oh, whoa, what's going on? Without losing your spark, Got a newsletter coming up these days, so be ready for that. I'm very proud of the progress you guys share in the comments. I read it. It is fascinating for me to see the amount of people out there like you guys. It feels like I'm not alone, and it's inspiring. And it's inspiring to see young people just trying their best. And I'm no different than you. I don't have it all figured out. I struggle every day. But I just simply got started, and I'm not planning on stopping. So figure out your path, find your direction, eventually find your purpose, and you got this. You do. And if you haven't figured it out yet, it's because it wasn't meant to be yet. And I know it's a guy in a YouTube video telling you that. And you could say, the algorithm found you, or this video found you, and blah, blah, blah. But it has nothing to do with that. It just genuinely is. It just hasn't been yet. But the time is now. It's up to you, actually. That's the best part. Now that I think about it, yeah. It's up to you. You can improve. You can you can find that direction. And thank you for sharing your stories in the comments. I like reading them, and thank you for your messages on social media. I don't read them all, but I try to stay off social media a bit. But it's always very inspiring, and I appreciate you guys a lot. See you in the next one. Get your sleep. All right. I'm a bit late on my sleep, but it's okay. I'm figuring out my schedule. All right. Don't judge me here. I moved into a new place. All right. Give me some space here. All right. Don't judge me. Yeah. Love you guys. See ya.